What's going on, guys? Patrick here from PatrickLongRealty.com, and today we're going to go over what you can buy as a veteran with a VA loan for $500,000, and we're going to actually crunch the numbers with my boy Tim O'Leary from Guaranteed Rate, so you can fully understand right now in this market with this current interest rates what that monthly payment would look like. And then we're going to take a look at what are some of the inventory and some of the active listings right now and what all the numbers crunch out to be. So stick around to get all the details. See you on the other side. Today, I am joined with one of my superstar lenders, Tim O'Leary. How you doing, Tim?
Doing awesome. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, brother, man. So today, we wanted to give back to our VAs and kind of crunch the numbers on what we are looking at cost-wise if you were to purchase a VA-approved home or VA-approved condo or townhouse out here in Oahu in 2021. So we're going to crunch the numbers with Tim because he's always the numbers guy. I'm the guy that helps you buy and make sure you get a deal. So we're going to go over the numbers for the 550 range because that's usually where townhouses are. We can see really quick. Let me just share my screen. So just to kind of show you why we're picking the 550 range, the 550 range is really in that middle ground. You can find yourself a nice townhouse, which is a townhouse is really like a condo, but it's flipped upside down. So it's really like you're buying a single family home, but it's in more of a condo community feel. And that's a great opportunity for you to buy a house, especially if you're in the entry level and let's say you have a family and you want like a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, you can find something in that 550 to 650 range. And we can see just based on the numbers here in March, the single family home market has been absolutely nuts, but we can see that the prices have climbed from $810 to $950, which is almost an 18% increase, which is absolutely nuts. And in the condo market, we have seen it increase almost 4%. And is right about on point. On average, we see about a 4 to 6% annual appreciation for properties. And we can see that single family homes absolutely smashed that and condos has maintained that even through the pandemic. So we're gonna look at that 550 range. So the first thing we're gonna do is look at what a 550 price range, what that looks like on a monthly payment, including HOAs, cash to close for closing costs, all of that for our veterans. So let's take a look at that real quick. Okay, Tim, so why don't you take it away from here and just kind of briefly walk us through this breakdown of the 550?
Sure thing. Yeah, thank you. So, like you said, Patrick, we're starting to see some movement out of single family into the condo market. It's a matter of supply and demand. So as you start to look at prices, what we've put together here is the possible scenario where a property might be listed at 550, and in this case, it is the list price starting out at 550, and we just show it going up in $10,000 increments. So as you look at this, the bottom line on this is the total monthly payment, which would include the loan payment, the property taxes, the HOA, and the HO6 insurance, which just covers the interior of the property. You're looking at a monthly payment of $2,830. And guess what? That fits right in with a E4 with family / with dependents for Oahu. So those of you that are considering buying, you want to keep your payments close to your BAH, this is right on the money. So your total cash to close is $4,713. Now, we can always adjust that cash to close to fit your budget. It'll change things slightly in terms of, say, the interest rate. And you can actually buy the rate up or you can buy it down. When you buy the rate up, it reduces the cash to close. So if you had $2,000 is all you had, no problem. You would probably be looking somewhere around an interest rate of like 2.75, which would only make your payment go up fractionally, maybe $80. Okay. And as you move to the right in these columns, you start to see that the price range goes up $10,000, but the payment only goes up $40, and your cash to close stays relatively the same.
Yeah. So once again, guys, the thing I absolutely love about working with Tim is he gives my clients different options on what the flexibility of what their payment plan can be if they increase that offer price. Because we're in a crazy seller's market, you want to know your numbers, and Tim will actually break it down for you so that if you need to come up 10,000, which sounds like a lot, you can actually see that it's only $40 extra a month because it's been extrapolated over a 30-year loan. And furthermore, we're only looking at $30 here when it comes to cash and close or closing costs. costs at the end of the day. So it's really important to know your numbers and be confident when you're putting in offers, especially in this crazy hot sellers market. So it's very powerful to have Tim be able to break this down for you. And if you guys ever want something like this, feel free to reach out to me or Tim. He'd be happy to do that for you.
One of the things I want to break down, Pat, when you look at the purchase price and you see the loan amount, wait a minute, the loan amount is higher than the purchase price. And the reason for that is that the VA funding fee that some of the veterans that are watching this are going to be required to pay. If you have any form of disability, that can be, you have to qualify for it, but if the VA recognizes you as disabled, the VA funding can be waived. So that means your loan amount would no longer be $562,650, it would be $550. Okay. So yeah.
Got you. So what you're saying, Tim, is if you are considered, if you do have a disability, the VA will actually waive the funding fee, which a lot of people sometimes have a misconception that they say, oh, zero down. It's zero down payment. There is still a funding fee and things of that nature. And that's when we start looking at, where we go from 550 to 562, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, Tim, so why don't you show us this amazing tool that you use for our clients to kind of break down the numbers and show them how they can really dissect it?
Sure thing, Pat. And the way this tool works is once you've been pre-approved, once you're one of our clients that are ready to go shopping, we're going to have this whole analytical breakdown for you. So what this does, it not only does it show you the loan by loan, column by column breakdown, it actually goes into the real breaking down of what closing costs are. So if we want to look at your payment breakdown, here's a loan amount, here's the principal and interest, the property taxes, the hazard insurance, and here's the HOA for the total monthly of $28.30 down at the bottom here. Okay. And then if you want to know what your closing costs are, here are the closing costs that are broken down into categories. And you see here, we're looking at getting rebate on points, which is going to actually shrink your cost to close. So if we were to take that first column, here is the total breakdown of all of the fees that are associated with the purchase. Okay. So it's a really great tool, and each one is customized for each borrower.
Fantastic. I love that. This is such a very powerful tool. I can't express enough how important it is for you to know your numbers. And the beautiful part, Tim, is when we looked at this, we looked at the BAH for someone with dependents in that E4, E5 range. This would completely cover it. You know what I mean? So instead of renting a place, you can actually buy a place and leverage that BAH, the money that the government's giving you, to start an investment portfolio and buy a home for you and your family, live in it, and then possibly sell it or rent it out in the near future as it appreciates in that 4 to 6% range every single year, compounding, which is absolutely amazing. So this is a very, very powerful tool on the beginning, especially for you entry level purchasers who want to know all the numbers and all the expenses that entail in them. This breaks it down in a very simple manner.
And here's something I want to mention too. And a case in point, this morning I received a call from a client that purchased a VA home 8 years ago. He's stationed in Germany and he's planning on moving back to Hawaii. Well, he bought that property 8 years ago using his VA. And at the time he put zero down. So what we're going to do is we're going to take him out, because VA, you can buy more than one property. In his case, because he wants to buy over $1 million, what we're going to do is we're going to refinance his now investment property that he bought for $400. Now it's $800. We're going to refinance that into a conventional loan. And what that does is it frees up his VA entitlement. Now he can go up to $2 million with no money down. So talk about leveraging, right?
Yeah. And that's the beauty of using and leveraging a VA loan. When you have the proper guidance, a lot of myths out there, and I'll put some links down below on some myths that I've heard out there, is that you can only use the VA loan once. Well, no, that's not correct. You can use it when you have proper guidance, whether it's refinancing out of it or making sure that you match your entitlement. There's lots of different options and opportunities. And guys, this is how you really build your portfolio and build an empire, is by buying a home, holding on to it, letting time on your side build appreciation, and then rolling into the next bigger property. So that's a great example. I appreciate you sharing that with us, Tim.
You bet.
Okay, guys. So just to reiterate, we're looking at about a $2,800 monthly payment. That's including HOA, taxes, all of the stuff. And once again, we were able to know that because Tim was able to break the numbers for us. And that puts us, if you have dependents, you're going to be in that E4 range. And let's take a look in the market and what you can actually purchase. So I've got a list here. We've got in that range 550 to 650. Okay. These are mostly condos, but also considered townhomes. Some of them are one or the other. And we have a couple single family homes as well. So those are probably mostly going to be on the west side. But I wanted to bring up this 3-bedroom, 2-bath. We can see. Let's take a look at this one. Okay, so let's look at some of the stats. First off, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. You got 2 parking spots, almost 1,000 square foot living area. And if we look at the quality of this home, it's actually in pretty good condition. For you guys who don't live out here in Hawaii, it's hard to find good quality homes, especially if you're like on the windward side. But over in the Ewa Kapolei, a lot of the homes are newer. This one specifically in Mililani. Mililani is a great place. It has tons of great schools. A lot of the homes are newer. They're built more in 2005. And we can see this place, it's got that newer feel to it. So for $550,000, this home could be yours. 3-bedroom, 2-bath for you and your family. Great school districts. It's close to the military bases, and Mililani has just been growing exponentially. So, there's lots of opportunity out there, guys. And if you guys are looking for your own custom list to match your search criteria as well as what your budget is, we'd link you up with Tim. He'll show you what the monthly payment would be, and then I could make you a list very similar to this where you can actually see what's out there and on the market and what you can purchase. One other thing I wanted to go over is HOAs. Like I mentioned before, HOAs on average are usually about $550 to $650. Anything below that, you're really, really stoked. It's just how it is out here. Anything above that, you might be paying a premium. You want to make sure you're getting a pool or a sauna or a gym or something like that. Or some of these newer places actually include electricity, which is amazing because electricity is stupid expensive out here and it is very hot. We can see this place specifically, it's just below the average, $464 a month. That includes hot water, other common expenses, sewer and water, which is pretty standard, but that's below the average, which is fantastic. So all in all, guys, there's plenty of options out there. If you guys are looking for, what is my budget? What would my monthly payment be? What could I get for that monthly payment? I would love to link you up with Tim so you can crunch the numbers. And then of course I can help you with seeing what's out there. Feel free to reach out. I've got links down below where you can have some of the resources that we've discussed. And I think that's pretty much it. Tim, do you have anything to add?
That's it. I just encourage you to develop your wealth slowly but surely. And the easy threshold, buying property with 0 down in a market, even with today's hot market, the rates are low. And that could eventually turn into an investment property as you get restationed. So look, we look forward to helping you veterans that serve our country, and we're so appreciative of you. So please, we look forward to hearing from you.
Thanks so much, Tim. I couldn't agree more. So you guys have a beautiful day. Thanks again, guys. This is Patrick Longley with PatrickLongleyRealty.com. I really appreciate you guys stopping by. And I thank you again, Tim O'Leary with Guaranteed Rate for crunching those numbers for us. Thanks again, Tim.
Thank you.
All right, guys, you have a beautiful one. Aloha.